Welcome to the episode of Jay Leno's Garage. You know, when you go to Pebble Beach or any of these concourses around the country, they always have these beautiful trophies that are made specifically for that event. And you go, where do they come from? They don't look like trophy store stuff, you know. I mean, it's pretty high end. Well, there's someone that makes this. This is Dwight Bennett, and he's a metalsmith, is that fair to say?
Yeah, my background's in goldsmithing and silversmithing.
Right, and you do that beautiful road and track trophy. This is it here. This is one of my favorites. It's got a little Bugatti sort of work on it, and it's got the road and track logo that I love from the period.
This particular design I started making in ~96. I've been doing work for road and track for about 30 years now.
Right.
It started with photo props. It worked up to plates and to the steering wheel horn button.
How does this happen? Does road and track comes to you and say, we'd like you to make a trophy? You have free reign, or they go, but it's got to be this, it's got to be that, or you just...
Well, at first, this celebrated their 50th year anniversary in 1947 to '97.
Right.
And they wanted to go aluminum because they wanted to have something that corresponded with the antique cars of the era of '47.
Sure.
This was originally a wood back plaque, and they wanted to go with an engine-turned aluminum. So at that point, they were talking about using a square top on it.
Right.
And I said, no, let's do an arch, and so it's somewhat reminiscent of a dashboard.
Well, yeah, and this sort of looks like a Bugatti horseshoe a bit, and then you have the engine turn. Is this a real steering wheel from something, or did you make this up?
It's a Brooklyn's. No,
oh, is it proper? It looks smaller to me for some reason.
The first ones were 2 inches bigger in diameter.
Okay.
And I thought they overwhelmed the trophy, and they've just recently started making the smaller diameter.
Okay. Now, what do we have here? As you can see, it's the most inelegantly wrapped thing. It's just like an old crummy beach towel. So whatever under here, I imagine, is something pretty spectacular. Before we unveil it, tell us what it is.
Well, I decided I didn't have the go-ahead to make the road and track trophy, and I didn't want to come up here empty-handed and, as you said, two old men sitting on stools talking to one another.
Right.
So I decided I'd make something, and so I did. I made...
Let's see what we got here.
It's kind of sculpture. It's a trophy.
Wow, look at that. Boy, that's beautifully done.
It's a trophy that's waiting for a sponsor.
Yeah, look at that. Cool. Well, that's got Pebble Beach written all over it, doesn't it?
I would like it to be.
Yeah, it's got mirror. And,
turns.
is that based on any dashboard we know?
No, I've always been attracted to 1930s era French cars with their dashboards, and this is really an amalgamation of probably about 20 different dashboards.
Yeah, because it looks French, but with a Cord influence. It looks like a Winchester coupe a little bit. The steering wheel, I don't recognize it with that in the center.
This is all made up. So I just
yeah. But you're like me. You like the banjo wheel. That's my favorite sort of steering wheel.
I agree.
With the elegant spokes.
And even the keys dangle. It's got
yeah. So what would happen is a sponsor, Mercedes-Benz or somebody, would go, oh, and then they would put the name, plaque.
Plaque right here. That's what I left that space for.
Well, very nicely done. And how long does it take you to design, make, and finish a piece like this?
Well, in this case, this went from drawing to finished piece. It took 5 months.
Wow. Okay.
Now, it was 3.5 months of really intensive work.
Now, what do you have here?
Well, this is kind of a surprise. This is a...
It's a ski jacket in a box. Wow.
This is a 1/9 scale.
Yeah.
Of a Chrysler Airflow.
Oh, I've got a Chrysler Airflow. Same color as that one. Now, is this obviously you didn't make this one? This is a period.
No, this was built in 1934 by the studio at Chrysler, the design studio.
Well, now, where do you get something like that?
Well, in this case, this went to a trial. There was a famous hearing, Jarre Streamline Corporation.
Oh, Leon Jarre, yeah, sure.
Oh, you know.
Oh, sure.
In 1935. Well, they won the lawsuit, but this sat on the table.
Jarre won the lawsuit? Or Chrysler?
No, Jarre.
So this was used, what, in court as an example of...
I guess it was a prop. This comes apart longitudinally.
Really?
Literally.
Can you open it up?
I can. Now, observe the bottom, the chassis.
Oh, I see it's split all the way down the center. Look at that.
Absolutely. And this came up for auction. And after the court hearing, the lawyer who defended, I'm not sure if, well, I guess for Chrysler, somehow or another, he retained this. And through the years, it's been handed down, and finally the family decided to relinquish it and put it on a silent auction.
Wow.
And Bruce Wallene ended up purchasing it.
Wow.
And anyway, to take it apart, it has this big screw in the side, right door. But first, one must remove the differential screw.
Oh, the differential screw.
It is. Here's the big screw. And take this about 3 revolutions. Then I have to unscrew the front axle. All right. See everything.
Yes. I have to admit, when you opened it, I thought I was going to say, ooh, chairs and speedometer and everything. I went, oh.
I know, it's a little of a letdown.
Yes.
But I guess the reason they had it is because they were demonstrating some sort of Airstream.
Right. No, very cool. Well, Dwight, it's really fantastic. You know, I love people who are keepers of the flame of this type of thing. So, Dwight, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, check out his website.
Mm-hmm.